Welcome to another exciting episode of KOS, and I give you none other than Generation 1 Prime Studios Megatron. As I was doing this video, I came across so many different aspects of it, right? Because in the childhood, you see cartoons and you're like, you look at them as the base layer. So you always thought Megatron is bad. Optimus Prime and the Autobots is good. They're fighting for humanity. Megatron, they take. And the Decepticons, they take. Notice the purple, right? Yeah. Today I'm a Decepticon. Yo. So check it out, right? I gave you Thundercats. I gave you He-Man. I gave you Lion-O, gave you Mumra. I gave you He-Man, gave you Skeletor. Now I'm giving you Megatron. And then you know who's coming next. Now always remember, I start off with the antagonist and then I give you the protagonist afterwards. That's the villain and then the hero. Alright, because you always got to start with chaos to bring some calm and normalcy to the situation. So I used to read the books back in the days, and first it started off with me looking at the cartoons. So as a kid, you just see black and white. You don't really see it for what it is, right? So not knowing that, when I read the books, I found out that they were really like the Republicans and the Democrats, right? So you're like, what? How is that? There was a civil war going on Cybertron, right? Cybertron is the home planet of the Autobots, of Decepticons, of the Transformers, right? So they had a civil war. It was civil unrest. Now, before it was civil unrest, they were working in unison. Autobots and Decepticons was working together. And then there became an uprising. There was problems. There was a shortage on food, which is energon and money and stuff like that. And it became such a civil unrest that they fought, and the warring factions was at odds with each other. Well, there were more Decepticons than the Autobots at that time. They was outnumbering them, that the Autobots had to flee. So they fled Cybertron, and in fleeing Cybertron, they found Earth. So you gotta say, like, it's so crazy when you get a chance to read the books and you see the expanded universe, other than the candy-coated stuff that they give you in the cartoons, for kids, When you started to read it and understand it. By the way, could not stand none of Michael Bay's stuff, but he had the basic law of the Transformers down. He didn't have the look, but he had the law down. And what I appreciate was he explained to you the whole legacy and story of the Transformers, so you can get a better feel for the character. You see, once you read the graphic novels and you got all that stuff down, Michael Bay did do a great job in conveying that to the public. So I have to commend him on that. And he wanted to put his twist on it. Every director wants to do that. Wasn't my take on him. I could not stand not one look on any of those Transformers, and I always revert to Gen 1. Any true Transformer fan, we're going to say that, right, with bias. So we're going to say that Gen 1 is what it is. Now let's get into the statue. Oh, wait a second. I didn't talk about the motivations of Megatron. Megatron is a complex villain. He's not a villain that you would say in any form of the way is, how can you say, like, you can peg down his motivations. It may seem that way from the TV show, but from the books, he is not that way. He fights for his people. He was elected by his people. And see how the Decepticons rule. They rule by only the strong survive. So the strongest of the Decepticons will be the leader. All right, and That way, they can ensure that their ranks going down the line is as powerful. Soundwave is second in command, stuff like that. Starscream always wanted to be a leader, but he was a coward. He would turn tail in battle, where Megatron is Soundwave, and these guys will fight to the bitter end. So the motivations of Megatron has always been self-preservations and the preservations of his species, his kind, the Decepticons, and to make sure that he can bring Cybertron back to its dominance and to its prominent form, as they felt that they were a better species in the galaxy. All right, so Megatron's motivations aren't as transparent as they seem at first until you dig deeper into the character and why the clash between Autobots and Decepticons was so impactful in my youth. And as an adult, you get to understand political parties and things of that nature, and everything isn't always black and white. You have to dig through layers to see what resonates with yourself. All right, and you can tell that the Transformers is a metaphor for society as a whole. But let's get to this Prime 1 statue. Prime 1 Studios is probably one of my best. This is my tier, how I do it. I do XM Studios, Prime 1, and it can flip-flop because Prime 1 puts out some serious work. And then, Sideshow. Sideshow is in there. They have a large range of, financially accessible statues, where Prime 1 is, you starting off at 800, 900, and you going up to the 2000s, 3s. So you got to be balling around in that area to get to these statues. Megatron. The level of detail on the base, we're going to start off with the base. We're going to start off with the Decepticon logo. Beautiful purple, beautiful purple. You see it? The base is, when he first came to the planet, when Megatron and Optimus Prime was fighting, they fought on this mountain. It was a cliff overlooking a waterfall. And they battled there. That's where the staging grounds for the fight was. And they displayed different options. This is not the XM, the EX edition. This is the regular edition. So I don't have his, he has a ball and chain, and it's made out of Energon. So, but he glows. His cannon on his arm glows purple. His eyes glow red. It doesn't have switch out pieces, but the level of detail on this character is incredible. You can see from the shiny metal features that it looks like metal, which it isn't, but it looks just like metal. You can see the paint job is impeccable. This is a statue that you guys have been asking me to do, and I've buckled in and I got you this statue. I've done it for you, and I truly appreciate the level of detail Prime 1 has done to get this statue to us. I'm gonna leave you on this note. I want you to hit that join button down at the bottom. This is the part of the video where you hit that join button and you like, follow, and subscribe. Also, go to lordsofgaming.net where you can get the dimensions for this statue, and you can get a brief synopsis in written form, and you can also look and read a lot of opinion pieces that we have here from a lot of our brilliant writers, and also look at Lord Addict's hard gaming reviews. We also bring in new stuff to you, so you can go to the website to get that stuff. You can also go there to look at The Last Word with Lord Cognito and Nabantis. That stuff is incredible. Another fabulous show from the Iron Lords. And you can go to get old episodes of KOS. Also, Combat Talk with the King. That's with me. That's with boxing. Some MMA. You get that in there. Listen, finish watching the video where you're going to see more of this statue without me talking, and you get a chance to see video, pictures, and I'll see you next week when I'm going to bring you the protagonist, Optimus Prime. Hey, never forget, stay collecting.
Sorry ass DJ.
You can get some.
Sorry ass DJ.
You can get some.
Sorry ass DJ.
You can get some.
Sorry ass DJ.
By this act, I rule.